Hello there everyone, this is Mark 3 and welcome back to Mashinky and the Metropolis project. Yes indeed. Well, I'm going to have to make a couple of changes. Yes, it is time, I'm afraid, to let our test subjects off their leash because, well, they've been quite busy, let's be quite honest. Blackburn has actually expanded to the full size of what it has been restricted to. So it is time to say, okay, good job, let's cut you loose. However, I'm also going to have to say that I need to tone down the station a bit, to be quite honest. Sure, this is a decent high capacity station, yes, it brings many people into our test area of Blackburn, yes. However, it also can't supply anything like enough people to keep, well, even one track running. And by the way, this one track is why I've got a 94.7 thousand money. So, yeah, money's not going to be an issue. Let's put it that way. The main limiting factor is actually coal and timber, and especially iron, because those ones are in much shorter supply. The sheer deluge of passengers I've got flowing around the place means that I don't have to worry about actual money, which is an interesting problem in this kind of game, actually. I wasn't expecting it. Well, actually, no, let me rephrase that. Having too much money can be a thing in many games. Yes. Don't mind me, I'm just demolishing this part of the station quite steadily. Do that. I'm going to have to move my tower, though, to reshape the station, because I'm going to be moving all over this side, which means I also have to... Oh, look at this, look at this. They built a house into... I think that's my cafe. Yeah, they built over my seating area, the cafe. Oh dear, that's a slight bug. It's gotta be. Wow. Demolish your house. Demolish this. Because if you take out a signal station, you've got to reshape the station until you can actually get... Yes, that's all disconnected. You've got to reshape it before you can actually get a new one in. So that's going to go there. Okay. That will allow me to extend Blackburn Station back out, like so. And then I can go ahead and add another extension, which will have to be the... Wait. You've not got a waiting room anymore. I guess I just have to pause it to update it. Come on, station, you've not got one of these things. One of these things is not like the others. It's a figment of your imagination. Alright, let's delete that as well then. Just hope it's not bugged because I've torn out so much stuff. It might be, actually. Yeah. It's not realised that it doesn't have these things anymore. Okay. So apparently I need to rebuild and... I need to tear down and rebuild a significant portion of the station as well, because it's bugged itself out. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I've realised that while it's impressive to have a really big station like this, it's not actually practical. Actually, impressive is enough reason, isn't it? Yeah, impressive is enough reason. Let's just go ahead and be impressive. Yes. We will be impressive. We will build to impress. Also, this is probably going to kill a bunch of trains, but hey, what can you do? I've got to rebuild the station from scratch, so yeah. Actually, that's an interesting thought. Can I build... No. Okay, so collision detection is there if I build it outwards. Right. You know what? I am going to actually build it. I'm going to keep this station. Sure, it's going to hamper the trains, but it's going to have this massive focal point of... yeah, for the experiment. I know for a fact this is not going to be a very efficient station for the trains coming out of it, because it's already maxed out its population intake, and it can't keep up with the trains coming into it at this point, so it's not going to keep up with the rest of it. But, you know, for science, yes, it's all for science. That's, I think that kind of sums it up. Really, it's all for science. Station 31, you guys are going to be very annoyed. Yep, because you think you're in Station 11, you're not. I've just given myself a lot of extra work, actually. Yes. I need to find all the individual trains on here, but to be fair, it's not actually that many. And I'll tell them to go to this one instead. Sorry. I spent 5 minutes just going, yay, let me shoot myself in the foot. I think that's pretty much what's happened, actually. Blackburn will grow, though. And my actual plan for this time is I will be... Actually, while I'm at this, I might as well just show you guys what I've done, because this has grown considerably since last time we saw it. Just to keep... Actually, can I bring up Station 31's interface? Anyway, last time you saw this section was in, so it was the first link, and I was starting to build up this way. Now, as you can see, I have connected all the way up to 4 towns in this general direction. Can I tell you to go to this? No. Okay, so I can't use the window to do it. Disappointing. Means I've got to go back and forth all the time. Oops. Yes, there we go. Right, thank you. Right. You are heading that way. So yeah, I've got Durham connected now with just a simple loop station. I've got a bridge for high capacity traffic. Doesn't need it, to be quite fair. I've also got mail trains rolling. I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but mail is a separate intake / growth, and Kilbride, I think I did mention this last time, yeah, Kilbride's got a post office, so that's a sort of post coming in. Okay, you're going to 31, you are as well, and then up here we've got Liverpool, which is overloaded, so we actually need a new train on that. Oh, okay, right. Never mind, you guys can start moving again because I've reassigned all the trains in question. Right. So yeah, Blackburn is now untethered. It's going to grow any way it chooses to from this point forward. Aren't you feeling lucky, Blackburn? And then I'll just have to plug in more stations as and where I can, because that's basically what's required. Let's see, get me a G2, I require a coach, and full battery of second class. To be honest, this is a bit surprising. I mean, you'd think it's like, ooh, I want to add a dining car, that's plus 25% income. Ooh, I want to use first class, that is plus 10% income. Ooh, yes, shiny, shiny things. Yes, you can go now. However, the sheer money I've got implies that bulk transport of people, or maybe you could call them livestock in this situation because they're being used as a test subject. I think so, yeah. Sheer movement of livestock is more effective in terms of reducing the number of trains and the amount of resources you spend running said trains. Because, look, 10% increase for a first class wagon, yes, but the second class holds 25. That's a good 60-odd% more people. 25% increase. Again, it's I could fit another 16 people in there plus 10%, or an extra 25 people into that space for that single dining car. So why would I? It's actually just more efficient if you've got the sound size to just throw as many trains as you can at it. Basically, it's like, here, have some trains. Oh, you've got more people? Have some more trains. Have more trains. Have more trains. There's a couple of towns over this way actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a good candidate to get another link in, so let's actually do that now. I will add in... Actually, should I merge it? No. Because one of the concerns, of course, for this particular track array is flat out how much traffic to run through it. And as you can see, there's slightly too many trains coming in for a single station to actually cope with right now. A single track to cope with at maximum throughput, at least on this particular one. So trains quite regularly have to stop here and wait. So it'd be more efficient actually to have a twin to just double it. I mean, again, this is like I'm losing the oppressiveness factor here, aren't I? Yeah, I'm losing the oppressiveness factor because it's like, oh look, you've got more trains. It's not one station per line. You're just throwing them in as tightly as you can. It's like, yeah, there's no way around it, unfortunately. But it'll be more efficient, and it'll let me fit more trains onto this line. So this will naturally pick up, but it's less lines coming into this station. So I don't know. It's a bit of an odd one, isn't it? I don't know. Okay, right. Enough going. I don't know. Let's actually do some stuff. That sounds like a good idea. Let's do some stuff. Like raising, like playing with the dirt. Yes, as you can see, that one was full, so that one's gone into there. So yeah, that is actually the more efficient way to go about it. Having at least two. If a train has to stop somewhere, it's better to just add more space for the trains to keep moving. So there we go. I guess this station is just going to have three lines coming into it, which is actually slightly disappointing. It would have been a bit more of a spectacle to have like the dumping ground for inbound passengers be unified into a single thing, but alas, it is not to be. Quite simply. Notice I'm talking about the movement of livestock here, aka people. They are livestock because they are being thrown into Blackburn as fast as possible. And even then, look, one of them jammed up, so there's going to be issues no matter what. On the bright side, though, this will just generally aid in the smooth movement of people, so there is that, I suppose. I wish there was decent 4 signals in this as well. That would be nice. But oh well. Let's get back to adding. Get back to stuffing more people into Blackburn, which I'm sure they will be incredibly happy about. But you know, whatever. You don't get a say in this, Blackburn. Not at all. No. How much space is that? 1, 2. That's a 1. That's a 2. 1, 2. I think I'm going to have to take advantage of this. Oh yeah, look, they've started to expand outwards again. I'm going to have to adjust this to get these trains out of this area. Oh well. Because I want this to be as smooth as possible. So that means I need a row there. Yep. And I need a gap of 2 because there's going to be another line. Remember, I've got another 2 tracks there, which is going to be another line. Currently it's set to go that way, but I need to send something over this way, so it's going to be doing that instead. Drop that down. Right. That's with the bridge space. Yes. So this is going to be like this track into this section. There we go. Yep, that'll do. Yeah, that'll do. And then I need to connect this to this, which is actually pretty easy. Though, that said, getting more tracks into this section will be a bit of a pain later on, so, you know. Potatoes, potatoes. There's always going to be something that's going to go wrong somewhere. Drop that into that. Yes. Okay. Then I can just bridge you across. Of course, because we are big and fancy schmancy people, we get to use iron suspension bridges. because why the hell not? We've got some metal reserve, admittedly not enough, but however, I've noticed a bug, which is that it turns out iron bridges are actually bugged right now. I know, that a bug in a game in early access, yay. But if you've put down a iron bridge, you can't build track under it. It's bugged out in that respect. So you've got to get the tracks laid in first. Not hopefully a bit more efficiently than I do, because this is a great example of efficient track building. Mashinky's a bit finicky like that. But then you've got to lay the bridges across, because unlike the other bridges, you can't lay the track after the bridge is in place. So yeah, that's a slight issue, shall we say. Okay. Anyway, enough talk of issues and stuff like that. Let's get tracks merged together. That will need... Yeah, we will need to bypass this particular track here. Sorry. Yeah, we need to bypass this because there is the necessity for the tracks to get past each other as well. You got to remember. So I'll run this, and then we'll once again get a connection there. Only a single length is required because we've got a single track loop we're trying to get through, like that. And then this will need to be curved like this. Blackburn's going to love expanding into this space, I can tell you that for a fact. Actually, can Blackburn expand through that? Can it? No, it can't because there's because of how the slopes are arranged. I must pay attention to Blackburn. Blackburn must have space to grow. Yes. So I will be the nice guy here. Me being a nice guy. Yeah, right. And I will raise the entire area. That way, Blackburn can get roads through this particular section to allow them to expand and be a bigger and happier test subject. Yes. Actually, that means I need to... Blackburn, you do not know the lengths I go for you. Flipping test subjects. I hope you're grateful. You've made me move my signals and things. It's like, There we go. So now I've got that, which means I can actually get a road through there. Which will let houses spring up in this section. Yes, that is truly what is important, because you can't build road bridges, so you've got to have track crossings like that. On the bright side, this is actually more manageable because there's less tracks around the place. Believe it or not. Alright. And I'll just give them some more roading, just saying, hey, maybe you should expand in this general area. Just a thought. Hint, hint. Right, let's continue. I want to get this particular bit. We're going to have to use these really odd-looking half steel suspension things. They look kind of odd when they're so short, but yeah. That gives us our track going that way, though. And it also gives us part of the loop, which will allow us to connect this track here into place as well. So we can actually get rid of these tracks that are going in this direction down here. We don't need them anymore. Because we're going to have this big loop kind of effect going on. Except for over here. What was I doing? I think let's build a road along here as a general hint to the local authorities again. Yes. Then I will give you guys that, so you can have that as well. Because this third track is going to be wandering off over here to where we've already got an existing passenger line, so I might as well just bridge across this section here, or something like that. Yeah, I might as well build a long bridge across here. So it's going to hop along the islands and things, and then it'll get out to this area, which is going to connect to a bunch of towns out this direction. So yes. And yeah, this is one of the problems with a building game like Mashinky. It's like, ooh, I'm going to take my time and build a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit somewhere else, and then suddenly it's like, I've just looked at the episode time, actually. So that's why I'm going like that, and it's like, wait, has it really been 20 minutes? Yes, it has. Oh, you lose track so easily. Right, okay. Let's actually get these tracks hooked in. So I can stop messing around with Blackburn and actually let it get rolling again. So that one goes there, that one goes there. Yep. Blackburn, you're going to get another free hint, my boyos. Build houses down there. Nudge, nudge, wink. There you go. Wait. Yeah, that way. I want to at least get... Yeah, that's all going like that. Okay. I want to at least get this extra bit of track, you know, in place today. But I've got like 10 minutes to do it, so not sure how well that's going to work out. Let's be fair. I can do better than that. Yeah, that'll work like that. So there we go. Way, that way. No. Come on. Oh, it's that side, you idiot. Come on. That way! No. Why? Honestly, this is the first time I've had such trouble with the signal system. No, the other way, darn it. Not that way. Oh, so I put it over that side, it clicks on that one. Well, that was strange. Since it does it the opposite way, you click on the one that you want to actually be active, but that one was trying to tell me to do the other way around. So that's another bug I've just found. Okay. And I'll leave that track like that. Okay. And we should advance the time. So allow the trains to keep on going. Because we've got some serious track building to do. Right, what's the best route? Straightest route is actually straight along here. Go through there. That's got 1, 2, 3. We've got 5 villages to connect to. And this is going to run straight past the Tangle, which is our steel processing yards, which is actually pretty busy most of the time. So as you can see, I've hooked down to one over there as well. I've got some various parts laid in. There's a lot of traffic, but we need to get past this and around it because we've got villages to connect to. We've also got a mountain to get past, so it's time to use a Byzantine show of wealth, quite simply, because, you know, if you've got money, spend it. Hello, mountain. Goodbye, mountain. There we go. Fixed. Yeah, there's no point in caring. I've still got 93,500. So, yeah. So, let's connect to that stuff there. Once again, really straight and simple. Yup. We're going to go straight as far as there. Actually, then we'll turn next to that, wander this way until we get to this position down here. So it'll be like pretty straight, a couple of turns. Yeah, that's all we really need, isn't it? Okay, so minimum earth moving demands I use this track here. There we go. That's going to connect like that. Once again, Mashinky's being slightly annoying with it where it wants to put the track. But there we go. Click. And we can just get this track out like ASAP, effectively. Oops, yeah, slightly messed up the end of that, but... Okay, here's the pass that I bulldozed through a mountain. Let's go ahead and grab all that. So, yep, really, really long and straight. Oh, look, there's a mountain in the way. Bulldozers, I've got the task for you. Yeah, just flatten the entire section, please. Thank you. Just make it easier for me. I've got money, I don't care. Shut up. Don't you dare say a thing. If you say a thing, I'll bribe a judge and have you thrown in jail or something. I think that's how this works, isn't it? Besides, you're all livestock for my experiment. I don't care what you think. I'm packing you all into this small town anyway, so, you know, it's like... You don't get a say in the matter. Oh, I feel so mean when I put it that way. But it's true, though. In a game like this, the people literally don't get a say in it. Because it's like... I'm just here to move you from this place to that place, and you're gonna smile and be happy about it. What do you mean you're all going to this small village? So what? You don't have free agency. You don't get a say in this. I'm sending you there for the lulz, effectively. So yeah. You gotta feel sorry for people in a transport game, you really do. They just don't have a say in anything. I want you on that line, so I can just curve it like that. Notice I've spent about 5 minutes doing this, just laying the track because of its length. That'll be my bridge point, I think. Yep. I'm not going to mess around with this, so it's going to be a case of just lift it up like this. And bring it all the way down like this. I know, straight lines is boring, but it's actually it's a square-based it's a square-based game, so it's actually more efficient to do it on the flats rather than the rest of it. Oh look, there's a train coming where I've broken the track. Click. There we go, fixed. So it's actually more efficient to do it flat. And also remember that trains are limited at speed in corners, so it's better not to have as many corners as well. So, you know, there's reason for all this stuff. Okay, that's all fixed to that. Yes, indeed. Alright. So, we've got the track going out here towards these two towns, where we're also by the other, towns right now. No, villages. So we've got multiple villages, and we can get started on the stations at least. So we're going to get some of these things hooked in, at least at the moment. Don't mind me, I'm just changing your terrain right next to you because lulz, effectively. Because I've got massive resources built up, I can just go ahead and go here, have a signal box. Yes, which will let me extend the station because I want to. Yes, I'm going to add in a restaurant because there's got to be something to do in this dead-end town of Swansea. By the way, if you're actually from Swansea, please don't hate me. It's just in this game, it really is a small dead-end village kind of thing. But I will be changing that very shortly because I'm making you part of the experiment. So, viva la Swansea and all that jazz. I don't know where half this junk is coming from, to be quite honest. Okay. So there we go. We've got the Swansea connection. It's going to be drawing straight off of there. So no, wait, that I don't need that. I still remember when I was told you're putting too many signals in. I still remember that very clearly. So that's that. At least we're going to get Swansea in here, aren't we? There's not enough time for anyone else. Okay, that's where I need it to be low. Yeah, like that. Then I need to, once again, bulldoze nature, like that. To get the curve out on the other side. This part needs to be raised. quite having space for this, so I'm going to have to do it like this. Yeah. That looks right. Because you can't quite pack it in that tightly when you're doing a junction. So raise that. There's the connection. This is going to be a slight issue. Unless I flatten that bit, in which case that should be fine. Right. Swansea will get some passenger trains at least moving. Because we've just passed the half-hour mark, so yeah, it's actually time to end the video, but I'm not quite there yet. Flipping time-intensive building practices. There we go. Right. So there's the intake line. Train can wait there. Yep. We don't even have a depot in this section, do we? No, we don't. Yep, iron bridges because nice and fast. There we go. I've not used fast forward at all in this. Actually, there we go. Just add in some trees because I am a nice person. You can trust me. I am nice. Yes. Yes. And we need to add a depot to this section. So. Let's do it here. Let's once again dig massive holes in the name of the Emperor. I'm certain that's a catchphrase or something. Dig bigger holes in the name of the Emperor. You have been chosen to dig the biggest holes you can possibly go into. Yes. Blessed be thy shovel and thy spade. Dig forth in the name of the Golden Throne. I don't know where this drivel comes from. Whatever. Okay. So, yeah. Dig forth for his glory. Yes. Keep on digging the holes. So that's gonna be like that. Yep. Connect like that. Alright, there we go. Really quick. I've just built a depot section into that. So we've got a depot which will be able to supply trains for this particular track. We need, of course, to get the bridges in place as well. There we go. Get the entire place signposted up. Right. They both link over there, so yeah, like that. Yep, like that. Okay. There you go. It's really simple when it works properly, unlike when it bugged out earlier and didn't do it properly. There's that mountain pass that I've just gone through. So yeah, massive rock. Built it straight to a forest. Keep on going. Alright. So we can actually get some Swansea trains out, at the very least. Because we've got most of the track signposted for this area. Except for the massive straight part, which is not signposted. No, I've not forgotten about that. But rejoice, people of Swansea. You are now classed as livestock. And you are a part of the great Metropolis project experiment. Now, shut up and get into your cattle cars as I move you over to this village, which you no doubt have every wish to visit because I just keep telling you how great it is. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, great. Yeah, start. Go. Roll. Thank you. It's so mean when I say it like that. Maybe I should go into the great evil human resources or something. I'd probably fit right in. The rate I'm going. Okay, I need to give you orders from that train. No, I said that train, darn it. There we go. Jeez. So at least we've got one train rolling. While that's getting there, I'll just quickly signpost up the rest of the stretch of the track. No way in hell I'm going to get the other stations in this particular episode because we're already at 35 minutes. Yeah. Swansea will be great once again. Under my benevolent guidance. As I charge you an arm and a leg to visit what is actually becoming, to be fair, the place to be. Because I say so. No, it's actually become the biggest. It's the biggest town on the map at this point, I think. But you know, there we go. Yeah, that's all linked in. Blackburn has only grown to like 3 houses, but to be fair, as I said, I've not been accelerating time at all in this one. But yeah, at least Swansea is hooked in. 26 people from a town, 26 people from a village of 5. Yes, sure, okay. 27 of the 5 people from Swansea are on a train heading for Blackburn. This game is so... Transport games can be so weird sometimes. That's roughly at the halfway point, so I might as well actually get the next engine started. I'm actually morbidly curious now, so this is going to be the last thing I'll do. Right. Why has train 31 been stopped? I don't know. I'm morbidly curious. I want to see what happens when the first train gets back to Swansea. It won't be fully loaded because, as I said, it's having trouble generating all the people. Because of the sheer amount of passenger transport going on. Oh, actually. Oh, it's going to be about a full train load. That's good timing. 130. Yeah, they can hold 118 each, yeah. So it's actually going to be a full train load going straight into Swansea as immigrants. Yes. Swansea, you are about to get a population boom. As you get massive number of visitors compared to your actual size. Oh dear. Wait, oops, I didn't mean to do that. And there goes the other train with 13 people from Swansea, which has 5 people living in it. Sorry, I just find it so amusing. Actually, that's a bit jarring, but we're almost there. Yep, almost there. Swansea has 5 people. Here comes 118 people to say hello. What's this going to do to it? Now Swansea has 6 people. Nope, 7 people. Yeah, Swansea just gained like 40% population increase by a single train dropping in. So yeah, this is what we'd have seen with Blackburn if you'd seen me delivering people to it back when it was getting started. But yeah, it's just suddenly grown by 7 people. Never fear, Swansea, we'll have you up to standard soon enough. Yes, because as you grow, I'll add more trains because I am benevolent like that. Oh look, there's another 2 people's worth of growth coming in already. Well, to be fair, Manchester's already 78 people, and Blackburn's at 95. But I was restricting it. It's actually been unrestricted again. So, hey, look, it's actually built another house while I've been doing this. Yay! Train. Why have you been? Oh, you got jammed up for a little bit. That's why. Yeah. You're free to go. Just go. Oh wait, no, you're not. Oh, we've got a steel train in distress. Hey, click. There we go. Fixed. You can go now. Whoops. You didn't see me do that. No. Everything I do is perfect. Yes. Very much so. This has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Sorry it's not much time has passed in this one, but on the bright side, we've started the great new connection to the cattle pen that is known as Blackburn, and Swansea is this little village which is now being connected and producing many times its number in livestock for transportation in the name of science. I've got to stop using those terms. I really have. Yeah. See you all later.